Barons LMT of Riga will duke it out for that title and the chance to hoist that trophy above their heads. Third place game finished about 45 minutes ago with hosts Proteus coming away with a 79-70 win over Tartu Rock. They were led by Ryan Randall, 22 points on 8 of 10 shooting from the field, 6 of 8 from the line. Dwayne Woodward chipped in with 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 of his team's 4 three-pointers. Not a pretty game early, but in the end, Proteus came out on top and salvaged third place after a disappointing showing in the semifinals on Friday, losing to Dexia, Mons-Hainaut, who will compete here for the EuroCup Championship 2008. They are introducing the teams, fans of Dexia and Barons mostly behind us. Pretty good contingent, have traveled a long ways from Belgium and Latvia to be here to see their teams compete for a title. It would be the first for a Belgian team and the first for a Latvian team in a long, long time in the 1960s. ASK Riga won 3 straight EuroCups, 1958, 59, and 60. Since then, it's been slim pickings for Latvian clubs in European club competitions. Teams and the coaches shaking hands at center court as we are just about ready to get underway. And there you see the fans that have traveled from Belgium to see their squad compete for a championship. A fairly good-sized contingent from Barons Riga here as well. Andy Elric will be joined in moments by Yaron Arbel, who's working furiously on the game story for third place game, which, as we mentioned, finished about 45 minutes ago with host Proteus coming out on top. Certainly a lot of people around here had hoped that Proteus would be playing in this championship game, and you would have to assume that the stands would be a little fuller if that were the case, but we look to have a good game on the court and some good atmosphere as well, as these two groups of fans are making some noise already, just about 3 minutes away from the championship game. And there you see the folks from Barons. Both these teams, they won 2 very different types of games in the semifinals. Dexia was a little nervous early, but jumped out on the backs of a 9-0 run early on, jumped ahead of Proteus and really never looked back. You had the feeling that had Proteus been able to get some momentum, they could have made a game of it, but for most of the game they trailed by 8, 9, 10 points. Travis Conlan, Andrew Sullivan, Mike Lensley, James Cantamesa, and Benjamin Ebong, the starters for Dexia Mons-Hainaut. For Barons LMT, it'll be Adamitis, Gustas, Skele, Berzins, and Demetrius Alexander, who had a huge game for Barons in the semifinals. After struggling in the first half, he really took over in the second half, and I was halfway through my discussion of the semifinals. Dexia in control most of the game, of their game with Proteus. Excuse me. Barons, on the other hand, came out slow against Tartu Rock, who shot right around 75 or 80% in the first half, and led by double digits, but Barons chipped away at that lead in the second half and came away with their 3rd victory over Tartu of the season. They played twice in the Baltic League, and Barons managed to win both of those games. They had some trouble at the guard position in that game. Guys got in foul trouble. Skele limped off the court at one point with an injury, and George Sinsadze, we saw in the 3rd place game, had kind of a subpar performance. He played well in the first half against Barons, really caused a lot of problems, drew a lot of fouls, and was very aggressive on offense, and just couldn't get it done in the end as they sort of locked down on him, and he was unable to lead his team to victory in that game. As the players begin to make their way to the court, some Proteas fans left over to watch the championship game, and there you see the folks from Barons Riga. Travis Conlan, one of the key players. Andrew Sullivan, another key player for Dexia Mons-Hainaut, who will look for Belgium's first ever European Cup championship in this EuroCup 2008 final as they take on Barons Riga. Barons in white with the blue shorts, Dexia in all blue. The unusual different color shorts and uniform tops, which is an interesting look for Barons. And we're ready to get underway. Berzins and Sullivan will jump center. And we are underway as Barons controls. Skele controls the tip, and they'll have the first chance to draw blood here in the EuroCup 2008 finals from Limassol, Cyprus. Skele looking to get the ball inside. Steady finds in the corner Gustas, who drains a three. It's 2-0 early for Dexia. Cantamesa looks to answer. He holds it up, gets it to Lensley inside to Ebong, who had a huge game in the semifinal. Ebong, jump hook, no good. Adamitis with a rebound. Here comes Barons. Skele drives baseline, finds Alexander. It'll be a three-pointer that's good for Adamitis. It's 5-0 early, Barons, and Dexia wouldn't want this to get away from them early. They are a team that we wondered in the third place game if they would struggle with being tired. They've played a lot of games. They were very active in their domestic league, and there were some thoughts that they might be dragging a little bit in this final, and they're starting slow, down 5-0. Ebong drives baseline, gets to Sullivan. He pulls up from 15 feet and hits it. So Dexia are on the board. 5-2, Barons lead, 8:53 remaining in the first quarter. Goes inside to Alexander, follow-away jumper, rolls in and out, no good. Cantamesa with the rebound. Travis Conlan will bring it up for Dexia. Ebong had a big game in the semifinal, as we mentioned. He draws the foul. He gets the bump from Alexander. He picks up his first of the game. Demetrius Alexander, critical to Barons in the semifinals. Conlan will attempt the three. Rattles out, no good. But Cantamesa controls the rebound. It's Ebong on the baseline. Back to Cantamesa. Three-pointer at the back of the rim, no good. Alexander with the rebound. He had 25 points and 4 rebounds in their win over Tartu in the semifinal.
Yeah, with a big second half.
Big second half for Demetrius Alexander as Yaron Marbell joins us. 5-2 the score early, 7:46 remaining in the first quarter. Skele pulls up from 7 feet and hits it.
And we see Skele in charge of almost all the 7 points of Barons so far with 2 assists and 2 points.
Lensley at the top of the key. Sullivan throws it up, no good, and Alexander controls the rebound. He outlets to Skele. Working against Conlan's spin move. He goes down and was tripped by Conlan, who will pick up his first foul of the game. Armand's Skele. Really the key player in a lot of ways for this Barons team. He hits the first of his two, and his team leads by 6. Just 24 years old.
But already played outside of Latvia. Just came back, if I'm not wrong, last season.
Sullivan at the top of the key to Conlan on the right. Lensly up. Sullivan will try the 3. Front rim no good. And Barons controlled it, but I don't know what happened there, but it'll be Barons' ball. 9-2 they lead. 6:54 remaining in the first quarter. Alexander. Skele, he pulls up from 17. No good. Cantamesa controls the rebound. He'll try a 3 from well beyond the line. No good. Barons back the other way.
That's already the fourth attempt of Mons from long range. And they missed all 4 of them. Only 1 out of 7 from the field so far for Dexia. After 3.5 minutes.
Nate Reinking will come in. That's a good way to increase your 3-point shooting percentage. He is deadly behind the arc.
Cantamesa is going to the bench. He's a little bit injured. They try to play him. I don't know if he'll come back, but
the rebound slips out of bounds. It'll stay with Barons.
Cantamesa is carrying an injury, so we'll see what he can do tonight.
Alexander. And a foul in the paint. A foul or a 9-2 Barons lead. 6:09 remaining in the first quarter. The fans making some noise. Ebon. Long pass to Conlan on the other side.
Very aggressive play, but
Conlan tries to go up with it, but it's blocked by Berzins and out of bounds. It'll be Barons' ball.
Yeah, despite his dangerous, it's very long. Tall as he is, but his wingspan is very nice. Can block many shots.
Still going to get Reinking with the foul, his first of the game.
And with Simons, they keep moving the ball around, but still cannot find a good shot. They still standing on only 2 points after almost 5 minutes.
Alexander and Ebong will be an interesting matchup.
Yeah, I guess.
2 players that had big semifinal games.
Oh yeah, no doubt. But I guess we'll see Coach Finch trying to rotate his bigs on Alexander today and try to get him tired early in the game.
Gustas looking inside Alexander, but can't find him. He is tripped up.
Yeah.
No call of foul. Looks like it'll be on Mike Lensly. If you're a fan of Team Great Britain, this is an interesting game for you. There's several British nationals on the squad. All of them, or most of them, playing second fiddle to Luol Deng when it comes to the Great Britain national team.
Yeah.
But,
and maybe Ben Gordon.
and possibly Ben Gordon, who has expressed some interest, born in London, expressed some interest in playing for Great Britain. Another one on Lensly. 2 fouls.
Yeah, and Cantamesa is about to come back. Injury is not a problem yet.
Gustas at the line for Barons, leading 9-2, 5:15 remaining. The first one is good, and he'll have a chance to make it a 9-point lead here. And he does. 11-2 Barons, 5:15 remaining in the first quarter. Long three from Conlan is good.
There you go.
Travis Conlan. And it's 11-5 Barons. Trying to answer right back. It's Bearsons for three.
And that's what makes him so special. Big guy, can shoot from outside, he's very mobile. Tough to guard.
Ebong, I think a 17-footer, doesn't even catch any rim on that one, and Barons control.
Yeah, Coach Finch is already looking for a timeout.
14-5, Barons lead. Reinking picks up his second foul. 4:38 remaining in the first quarter, and we'll get a timeout to Dexia.
Dexia is still looking to find their rhythm. They're only 20% from the field, and they move the ball just like they used to, but just maybe a little bit nervous, maybe a little bit tired, as we said before. But they keep their game going. We'll see if they have the patience to keep it going more and finally get their hard head.
When you have a team that can shoot like Dexia,
yeah, Dexia, one of the best.
You're never out of it.
Yeah, they're one of the best three-point shooting teams in the EuroCup. So at some point the ball should go in, but it's a finals game. Finals are different. You're more nervous. The hands are shaky, and but they are veterans, so that's the biggest.
Veterans just like us, Your Honor.
Yeah,
this is game 4
This is game 4
for us.
But the last one. These guys will continue.
They'll continue. Maybe somebody will hear us and we'll get picked up somewhere.
Maybe. On the moon, like we spoke before.
Gustas will go to the line for Barons, trying to extend their 9-point lead. And this is the first one.
And that's not something you see very often. Gustas is one of the best free throw shooters in the competition with over 90% from the free throw line.
And he avoids the Arbel curse there by hitting the second one, despite being lauded. Oh, Alexander. Tough shot for Sullivan, and Alexander swatted it right out of bounds.
Yeah, for Gustas to miss 2 free throws in a row, it takes very special occasions.
Birthdays, bat mitzvahs, he'll miss free throws for you.
Well, if you mention bar mitzvahs, you can mention Maccabi's games, and don't talk with Gustas about free throws in Nokia Arena with Maccabi Tel Aviv. That's one of his nightmares.
Ah, okay. Well, maybe you could tell us that story later.
Yeah.
And speak of the devil, he picks up his first foul. Barons leading 15-5, 4:28 remaining in this first quarter.
That was pretty active today. And there we have Cantamessa again.
And we'll go the other way as Gustas hits the deck. And that'll be on Reinking. Is that his third? It is.
Yeah, and in 2 minutes. That's impressive. 3 fouls in 2 minutes.
That is, yes.
We didn't see that.
I don't know if this record is kept anywhere, but I believe... I'm wondering what the NBA record is for quickest foul out. I think I might know the answer, but I don't know if even that information exists anywhere.
Do tell.
Bearsons has the ball stripped. Dexia recover. Here comes Conlan on the right side. Reinking will take a 3 over Gustas and hit it.
Wow.
The 34-year-old with a big three-pointer, 15-8 Barons.
If I'm not wrong, Mario Casun of Barcelona fouled out in like 4 minutes last season in the ACB.
Alexander comes right back with a 2-pointer.
Let's see if Reinking can match him.
Inside to Ebong, who has not been heard from yet today without a big game on Friday. They're going to get a push on Alexander. I was thinking that it was Travis Knight, who played for the Lakers for a while, and then Rick Pitino when he was coaching the Celtics.
Right.
In one of the great gaffes in NBA history, signed Knight to like a $40 million contract or something. But I seem to remember him holding the record, and I don't remember the time. But
I go with Mario Casson of Barcelona last season.
But I mean NBA.
Yeah. I mean, you know, that's where it's different.
17-8. Barons lead, 3:23 left in the first quarter.
Both teams move the ball
and
very
we get
well.
another three-pointer. This one from Hlebowicki, who had a couple of big ones in the semifinal. Right back the other way, and Travis Conlan answers, 20-10 Barons.
Yeah, he's carrying his team so far.
Viakoulis set to check in for Barons. Gustas with a three from the right side, no good. Long rebound is batted to Skele, who drives into the lane, pulls up from 12 feet. Back rim, no good. Reinking controls the rebound. (20-10) Barons lead, 2:22 remaining in the first quarter. This EuroCup championship game between Barons and Dexia Mons-Hainaut, and James Cantamesa was open in the corner. They tried to get it to him, but it's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Dexia. Benjamin Ebong, you saw him there, and there's his coach, Chris Finch. Ebong, a big game in the semifinals, as we mentioned. And he is yet to be heard from here in the...
Yeah.
Cantamesa not happy.
Yeah, there was only 1 second on the shot clock, and they tried to throw a long ball to Cantamesa, but he fouled trying to get the ball, and that's what made him unhappy.
A bit of a push there, and a little bit of acting from Adamitis as well.
Push is okay.
It's easier to call if you flail your arms a little bit and kick your legs up.
I can do it.
Viakoulis is checked in for Skele.
Along with Alexander, Viakoulis was one of the main reasons that Barons are in the finals. He had probably his best game in the season in the semifinals. He's set individual season highs in points, assists, and rebounds.
Pass gets away from Barons, goes into the backcourt, and it'll be Dexia ball with 1:56 left in this first quarter. Adamitis checks out. Kravchenko in for Barons. Reinking will take a three from the right side, no good. Rebound, Hlebowicki. Dexia in his own defense. From the right side, Viakoulis misses, and Dexia comes away with the rebound. Conlan, the Reinking, thinks about it, drives into the lane, throws it up and in.
Oh, big shot.
Nice play by Nate Reinking, who has 3 fouls here. We're not even done with this first quarter.
Some refs would call this a 4th foul because he was using his right hand to get some space, but we get a timeout.
Give the kid a break.
Yeah. Now we want to have a record here, right?
Yes. Barons take a timeout. Dexia shooting 38% on 2s, 25% on 3s. They have yet to go to the foul line.
Nope.
Arzanlin, Secretary General of FIBA Europe, on hand to watch the proceedings.
Next to him is the head of the Latvian Federation.
And Latvia will host Eurobasket Women 2009, which it's hard to believe is just over a year away now.
Yeah.
Barons 50% from 2, 50% from 3, 83% from the line. And that guy's got a trumpet, and he's going to play it.
Well, we need to mention that pretty much that Barons have some fans here. Make it loud.
As do Dexia.
Yeah. Very active.
20-12. Barons in the lead over Dexia Mons-Hainaut in this EuroCup championship game from Limassol, Cyprus. Three-pointer from the corner is blocked by Andrew Sullivan. Kravchenko unable to get it off without Alexander comes flying in from his right to block it.
Only 4 seconds on the shot clock.
I have to take a quick shot, and Alexander loses control, and it goes to Dexia. They could cut into this 8-point lead. 48 seconds left. Conlan drives into the lane, had no idea what he was going to do with it, and it's turned over to Barons. Kravchenko thought about a 3, but he pulls it back out, and Gustas will set the offense. Three-pointer is good. Giedris Gustas, and it's 23-12. Barons with an 11-point lead as time winds down in this first quarter. Barons know that a big lead in the first quarter doesn't mean a whole lot.
No, but Dexia will have to find a way to come back to the game. They shoot very poorly and don't get the rhythm right, you know. No, you don't see one player who steps up so far and, you know, carry the team on his shoulder.
Brunens checks in for Barons Riga.
Only 5 seconds to go.
Oh, a nice pass inside of Canamesa, who's pushed by Brunens, and he will go to the line.
It's very important for Dexia to finish this quarter with some positive actions.
They leave 3 seconds on the clock, so whatever happens here, Barons will likely have a chance to get off the final shot. Cantamesa will cut the lead to 9 if he hits these 2 free throws. First one is up and good from James Cantamesa, 29 years old. And we heard that for one of his teammates, this could be his last season of professional basketball. Second one is no good, but Conlan gets the rebound, pulls up from 10 feet and nails it as time expires. A big sequence for Dexia at the end of that first quarter, and they are down 23-15 after trailing by 11 just moments ago.
Yeah, those last 4 seconds made a big difference between finishing the first quarter down by 11 or maybe even 13 to only 8. And considering, you know, they're shooting so bad in the first quarter and that Barons are shooting 4 out of 8 from long range, I mean, to go down only with 8 points down, it's not that bad for them. You know, once they get their shooting, you know, going, they should be back in the game. Well, we'll need to wait and see if it's going to happen next quarter or more than that.
Gustas, the high scorer. 8 points in the first quarter, 1 of 1 from 2-point range, 1 of 2 from 3-point range, 3 of 4 from the line.
Yeah, but we have Skele with 5 assists in almost 8 minutes and 4 points. Not almost as important as. And once again we see Demetrius Alexander with a slow start, only 2 points and 2 rebounds and 2 fouls in the first quarter.
Barons shooting 50% on threes, 4 of 8. They have 2 more 3-pointers than Dexia, which accounts for a pretty good chunk of this 8-point lead that they find themselves fighting through here as we are about ready to get underway in the second quarter of the EuroCup final between Dexia Mons-Hainaut of Belgium and Barons Riga of Latvia, being played in Cyprus. Limassol, to be specific. And, oh, I missed these kids, the dribbling tandem here. They're regulars at these events, and they have some sort of apparatus they were using there, but I don't know. I was busy analyzing the game or listening to your analysis.
Right, next time.
I missed it. They'll be back, I'm sure.
EUROCUP Final Four in Australia. We'll invite them again.
We'll invite them. 23-15 Barons, and we're underway in the second quarter. Looks like they were going inside to Ebong, who gets tied up. And a foul. Or no. Or not.
No, it was a foul.
Kravchenko, I think.
And JP Batista is on the court.
Batista, who came in and provided some big minutes for Barons in the semifinals.
Yeah.
When Alexander was struggling in the first half. Ebong working inside.
It's tough. It's tough.
Turnaround, leaning in. Doesn't get anything on that. Barons control the rebound.
No.
Yakulis. Gustas for three. And he hits it. Yadris Gustas having a big game for Barons.
That was travel, yeah.
That was a travel.
He's not in focus. I guess we'll see Roger Huggins.
Who we're sure is playing his final season of professional basketball. He will hang it up after this year with Dexia.
At the age of 40. Almost 41.
It's a long career for him.
Yeah, long part of it in Belgium. And Batista with an offensive.
Batista, JP Batista, who fans may remember from these days playing alongside Adam Morrison at Gonzaga University, the NCAA in the United States. That's the foul.
Yeah, last season and first part of this season in Ritas Vilnius.
Ball goes inside to Kanemasu, who throws it up off the glass, no good. Scramble for the ball. Saved in bounds. Conlan gets it.
Oh, it looks familiar from the first
There's
game.
a collision, and they're going to call a foul.
No, it's unsportsmanlike foul.
Unsportsmanlike foul.
Yeah.
On Travis Conlan. I'm not sure about that.
Well, they think that he kicked him in the... Well,
I think he was just...
When you land there, they intentionally kicked him. That's what they think.
It's a tough call. I wouldn't... He just kind of pulled his knees up towards his chin and happened to run into the guy.
If he intentionally did it, he should be ejected. I mean, not... If...
26-15 Barons lead, 8:44 remaining, and Viakulis will shoot the free throws. He misses the first one. Second one is up and good. And the Barons will get the ball as well after the unsportsmanlike call on Travis Conlan. They look to extend a 12-point lead. 8:35 remaining. Three-pointer on the way from Hlebowicki is no good, and Dexia gets the rebound. Lensley finds Huggins. Ooh. Goes up with it, and it is blocked by Hlebowicki. And Barons come away with it.
Barons played great defense in the paint.
The offense for Barons Riga. Finds Hlebowicki, who up fakes, gets inside the three-point line, but bricks it off the back of the rim, and Dexia controls the rebound. Conlan.
Batista.
Another foul on JP Batista. Or Yao Paulo Lopez Batista, his second. Remains a 12-point lead for Barons. The EuroCup Final Four, the championship game. Barons Riga and Dexia Mons-Hainaut from Limassol, Cyprus. Where it is, I don't know, 28, 29 degrees out right now. Which is nice when you're coming from...
Is it?
Munich. Not such a change when you're coming from Tel Aviv.
Yeah.
But... Barons, and when you're coming from Riga like these people, you're
happy anyways.
Pretty good as well.
Right.
Yeah.
We were in the gym all day anyhow. We wouldn't know anything about it.
You were at the pool. I saw you.
I didn't see you over there.
So. (27-15). Barons have the lead. 7:38 remaining in the second quarter. How do we feel your own, if I could get your analysis of the Barons uniforms? You don't see that a lot, the different color shorts than tops.
No, that's indeed
I think it makes them kind of interesting and a little unique. But
yeah, that's very creative. Is there a prize for creativity in the
I don't. We could make one up and present them with something after the game, but it looks the way things are going now, they're going to have plenty of prizes.
Yeah, you know.
Huggins outside to Conlan. Dexia look to create something on offense. Lebowicki swats it away and controls it.
They're not focused.
Iacoulis will bring it up for Barons.
Skele is creating so much trouble for Mons.
Batista backing Huggins in, kicks it back out, hits it back in and lays it up and in.
Nice pass.
JP Batista, his first two of the game. 29-15 in favor of Barons. Conlan inside to Ebong, who travels. And Ben Ebong has no points in this game after a huge performance in the semifinals.
Bigs of Mons so far produced combined 0-5 from the field. You have Potter, Ebong, and Huggins. None of them made any points so far. And whenever they try, they were either blocked or forced to make a turnover or missed.
Adamitis, top of the key, looking for somebody. He gets a screen from Batista. Now it's Iacoulis who tries the three but misses. Back the other way, Dexia Lensley for three. Not pretty, but Ebong gets the rebound and misses on the putback. Here come Barons.
Yeah, Mons are back and throwing air balls.
Lebowicki inside to Batista, who turns around, throws it off the glass, but can't get it to go. Dexia back the other way to Lensley. Lensley is going to he's going to draw the block. Foul will go on Adamitis. His first of the game. Lensley will go to the line. First one is up, rolls around and out. In Barons' control, so can't take advantage of that opportunity. And they would like to cut into this lead before halftime. 29-17, Barons lead. 5:34 remaining in the first half.
And Alexander is still not a big threat on offense, maybe now.
Alexander will try the three from the right side, no good. Lensley with the long rebound. Sullivan into Ebong, back out to Sullivan, is on the baseline. So out to Cantamesa, will take a three from the corner. Bounced up, it looked like it might go in, but Barons get the rebound and control. They're pushing it in transition. They find Alexander off his foot, out of bounds, and that should be
what was that?
Dexia ball, but looks like they're going to call a foul.
Yeah. Technical foul? Yeah, that's a technical foul.
technical foul on Conlan. His third, I guess, for flopping.
I have no idea, I guess.
He looked like he was trying to draw the charge and maybe play acted a little bit.
Oh, so you got one unsportsmanlike, one technical. What's else in the... That's pretty much it, right?
And Barons extend their lead to 31-17. And for the second time in this game, they'll get the foul shots and the ball back. And for a technical foul on Travis Conlan. Driving into the lane is Skele, who misses the short one, and Dexia control the rebound. They need points here. Foul is going to be called on Gustas, his third. And we'll go back to our old axiom from Friday that the last 5 minutes of the first half and the first 5 minutes of the second half are critical. And certainly for Dexia, this next 440 is going to be important as Conlan hits his first of two.
Yeah.
Because they are now trailing by 13.
Yeah, and Dexia has both Conlan and Reinking with 3 fouls so far, plus Lenza with 2. So they have the front court didn't produce even 1 point until now, and the back court is in foul trouble. That's not a good situation, to say the least.
Conlan's second is up and good. 31-19 Barons lead. 4:38 remaining in the first half. Demetrius Alexander. Skele looking for somebody to get it to. Finds Alexander, looking inside, drives into the lane about 10 feet. Flips it to Berzins, whose follow-away is no good, and Cantamesa grabs the rebound. Off to Conlan, who will get it to Lensley on the right side. There's Ben Ebong again. 24 points in the semifinal. Cantamesa up fakes, drives the baseline, but can't connect, and Barons will come back the other way.
Barons played great defense
corner
on the ball.
For Berzins, who up fakes and goes baseline, and he'll get the foul called on Andrew Sullivan, his first.
And Reiking's coming back for Conlan.
Chris Finch can't be happy with what he's seeing so far from his team, but they're only down 12. 3:52 remaining in the first half.
Well, we still didn't see much from Demetrius Alexander, and as we saw in the semifinals,
Skele will take a three.
It's a matter of
no
time.
Good. Reinking with the rebound. Cantamesa thinks about a three. And thinks again. Back to Cantamesa. He chucks it right over Nate Reinking's head and out of bounds. It'll be Barons' ball.
We were talking about before the game that they might be too tired to play their normal game, and some of their mistakes are, seem like tiredness, coming from tiredness, because they're not 100% focused.
Adamitis will take a three. No good. But Skele gets the rebound and gets the rebound again and goes up and under for two.
So active.
33-19 to Barons. Almost throw it away again. Reinking drives baseline. Looking for somebody, finds Ebong. Up fakes, drives in the lane. Get back to Reinking from the corner for three, and he hits it.
Yeah. Second three-pointer for him tonight.
And the lead is 11 for Barons.
Yeah, but that's not a shot that usually you see from Mons. You see the passing game, the ball moves around. It is not their shot, but for now they'll take anything.
Alexander on the blocks working against Ebong.
Ebong with a foul.
And they get Ebong, who hit the deck, but will be called for the block. with his team trailing by 11. And that's Alexander just leaned back into him, and Ebong went down. And you'd go down too if Demetrius Alexander leaned into you.
Well, if you're Ebong, you should be able.
Yeah, well, Ebong's not exactly tiny himself.
Nope. Nope.
Ben Ebong, 24 points in the semifinals.
19 in the first half.
No points in this game.
Yeah.
Alexander from the baseline, no good. Long rebound controlled by Sullivan. On the attack, and he is fouled. It'll be Kaspers Berzins with his first of the game.
Yeah, but they don't allow easy points for Mons. Whenever they see a fast break or an opportunity for Dexia to score, they foul them and set them to the line.
Barons will take a timeout. They're up 11, 33-22, 2:24 remaining in the second quarter in the first half.
Barons are not in a great shooting night themselves. They shoot, both teams shoot around 30% from two-point range, but Barons hit 5 free throws already in 40%, and they execute better on the fast break, and that's what makes a difference so far.
Rebounds even at 19 apiece.
Yeah. No big difference in the steals or turnovers. But what you do see is four blocks already by Barons. And this is, they take the sting out of the Dexia's big guys. And until Dexia will find a way to score inside, they'll have a much harder time to score from the outside, because the guards need some space, you know.
33-22, an 11-point lead for Barons. 2:24 remaining in the first half. Klubowicki had a big three earlier, and a couple big threes in there. Went over Tartu in the semifinals.
Yeah.
Andrew Sullivan will go to the line. First one from Sullivan is up, hits the back of the rim, and comes right back out. Well, another chance. Second one is up and good. It rattles in, and it's a 10-point lead for Barons. Skele drives baseline, has it stripped, but Alexander recovers. Klubowicki will take a three in Cantamesa's face. Oh. Used the glass, and couldn't hit it. Skele controls the rebound.
Skele's playing great today.
They're going to get a foul.
That's third on
It's going to be on Demetrius Alexander.
Third foul.
His third. And JP Batista will come in, who put in some
it's not a bad
important minutes for Barons in the semifinal when Alexander was not playing well.
When JP Batista is coming off the bench for you, you're not in a bad position.
Absolutely. Dexia will try to cut into this 10-point lead with 1:47 remaining in the first half. Lensley into the paint. Throws it up off the glass, no good. Bounces around and gets his own rebound.
They're just unable to score in the paint so far. No, shot clock.
Sullivan tries to drive the lane and put it in, but it will be Barons' ball. Klubowicki puts it inside to Batista as it knocked out of bounds. He'll stay with Barons. Viakulis for three, no good. Goes after his own rebound, but knocks it out of bounds. It'll be Dexia ball. Big possession for Dexia here towards the end of the first half. They trail by 10. Lensley, he'll take a three from the right side and hit it. Michael Lensley. The big three-pointer for Dexia as they trail by 7.
That's a very important shot because Lensley was top scorer of Mons the whole season, and in the semifinals he had only 5 points, making 1 out of 7 from field goals.
Batista working against Ebong, throws it up off the glass and in to bring it back to a 9-point game.
Yeah, but Lensley was not producing until now as well, and hopefully this shot will help him to get in the game.
Sullivan will try a three from the left side. Back rim no good. Gets to Lensley. Dishes it off to Cantamesa. Good idea by Mike Lensley. A sort of a touch pass to Cantamesa right under the basket who lays it in. And it's back to a 7-point lead for Barons.
That's last possession of the game. If they miss it, it's only a 7-point game. If they make it, it's 9 or 10.
Rebelwicki in the corner. Skele. No good. The first half has ended. Cantamesa just threw it up there for laughs, and it almost went in. So we are 20 minutes away from crowning a EuroCup champion in 2008. 35-28. Barons lead Dexia Mons-Hainaut here in the championship game. And thoughts, your own, on the first half?
I'll give you the optimistic side of each team. Dexia were far from playing a great basketball game in the first half, and they're only 7 down at the halftime. Barons on the other side, they had only 2 points from their main player, Demetrius Alexander, and they're up by 7.
He's a glass half full kind of guy. Your own Arbel giving us
I could use something to drink.
The lowdown on this EuroCup 2008 final between Barons Riga and Dexia Mons-Hainaut. Barons 35% from 2, 33% from 3, 35% for 2 from Dexia, 31% from 3. The numbers look very similar, although Barons shooting a little better from the line. They have the lead 35-28. Stay with us. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for the second half. The EuroCup championship game from Limassol, Cyprus. Barons Riga leading Dexia Mons-Hainaut 35-28. We are 20 minutes of basketball away from crowning a 2008 Euro Cup champion. 35-28 is the lead for Barons from Riga, Latvia. Dexia Mons-Hainaut of Belgium, looking to bring home that country's first domestic title. Will have their work cut out for them in the second half, although 7 points is certainly, as we learned on Friday, more than manageable. Neither team, Jeroen, burning it up offensively.
No.
35-28 is a pretty modest halftime score, and both teams shooting in the 30s, both from 2-point and 3-point range.
Yeah. But, you know, it's typical for many. We saw many final games in all levels, in college basketball and European basketball, that, you know, the hands are shaky, you get nervous. I mean, it's not easy. And especially when this game is so important for both teams, because, you know, these teams are not used to play European finals every year or something like that. It's not like Real Madrid or something like that. They know it might be... They don't know where it's going to be the next chance for them to win a title. So, you know, it makes sense for them to be nervous. Because both teams can shoot. I mean, both teams could score it. I mean, can play basketball. It's not...
Only one player managed double digits in the first half. That Gudras Gustas of Barons LMT. He had 11 points. 1 of 1 from 2, 2 of 3 from 3, and 3 of 4 from the line. He also had 3 rebounds. For Dexia, the leading scorer was Travis Conlan with 9 points, 2 of 3 on 2s, 1 of 2 on 3s. And Nate Reinking had 8 points, 6 of those coming on a pair of 3-pointers.
Yeah, but they missed the points of Lenzi and Cantamessa, and obviously the bigs.
Lenzi had a big 3 towards the end of the first half.
Yeah, but he's still 205. They need. He averaged 13 points a game in the season. He's only 5 points now. But the most important thing for them is to get points from the bigs. Because we have Potter, Ebong, and Huggins still with no points.
Ben Ebong, 24 points in the semifinals. He is 0 of 3 from the field in this game. Played just over 15 minutes in the first half. So
yeah,
there is a hole in the middle of Dexia. It needs to be filled. And
yeah,
we saw on Friday as well that a player like a Demetrius Alexander stepped up in the second half and made a big difference for his team. So
yeah, you see how experienced is Demetrius. He's not forcing his game. He's waiting for that opportunity to get himself in the game. He took only 4 shots in the first half. We'll see if he makes it happen like he did in the semifinals.
So we are about ready to get back underway here. Second half of the Euro Cup Championship game 2008 from Limassol, Cyprus. Barons Riga with a 7-point lead over Dexia Mons-Hainaut. And they will have 20 minutes of basketball to erase that deficit. And they are certainly a team capable of doing just that. We wondered whether they were a bit tired. They've been playing a lot of basketball lately, which of course you would expect. They are basketball players, but
yeah, but they played 3 games in the domestic league in Belgium. All 3 of them were very close games, so they had to fight until the last second. Some of them went to overtime, and they're playing the second game in 48 hours. This is not easy.
Barons get the ball to start the second half. Skele drives into the lane. He kicks it out to Viakulis, who hits a big shot.
It's all Skele
To start the second half, and it's back to a 10-point lead for Barons. And we mentioned this 5 minutes, first 5 minutes of the second half, always important, especially if you're trailing, and that's not a good sign for Dexia.
Yeah, that was a big play. I mean, if he misses that, Dexia can make it only a 5-point game, and we're talking the pressure moving on to the other side on Barons. Now it's a 10-point game again.
Inbounds goes to Ebong. He gives it to Lensley. He'll set up the offense. Michael Lensley finds Sullivan. Cantamesa lobs it into Ebong, who throws it up and in. His first 2 points of the game, and that's a good sign for Dexia. Some inside scoring, something they lacked in the first half.
First basket from the bigs.
Now they need stops as well. Diakulis working against Lensley, throws it up off the glass, no good. But Batista is there to tap it in as Behrens answers.
They'll get the stops because Behrens are not in a great shooting night as well. But
Lensley for three, no good. Skele with the rebound.
But they'll need to produce better on offense.
Skele, nice spin move in the lane, throws it up off the glass, no good. They're going to get a foul.
That's the second time they missed a rebound.
Going to be on James Cantamesa, I believe.
It's Cantamesa, it's his third.
Third foul on James Cantamesa, who we mentioned earlier, struggling a bit with injury.
Yeah, and that might be as well his last game in European competition.
Leaving it all on the floor here, as this is the championship game, so you show up if you can walk.
Yeah, 7 rebounds already.
Skele on the left side, guarded by Conlan. He drives baseline, threatens to pull up, but dumps it to Batista. Back to Skele for three from the corner. No good. Conlan with a long rebound. Travis Conlan almost had it stripped, drove straight to the basket and throws it in. Cuts the lead to 8.
Such a big winner.
Or I should say cuts the deficit to 8. As Behrens lead 40-32. 8:10 remaining in the third quarter. Diakulis inside to Batista, who swivels and puts it in easily off the glass. JP Batista. Conlan back the other way, forcing it a bit, and rebound goes to Behrens. Up ahead to Hlebowicki, who will throw it down.
They're tired.
Wide open is Hlebowicki for 2, and it's a 12-point lead for Behrens.
You can see what the replay. You see the Dexia players are way behind. They're not running down to defense on the fast break to stop the fast break, even with a foul. You know, they need some rest, and they don't have time to rest because they're down by 12. And that's the last game of the season, the EUROCUP.
7:49 remaining in the third quarter. 44-32 the lead for Behrens. 8 of 10 from the free throw line in this game. 17 defensive rebounds. 11 assists, 3 steals, 4 blocks, 6 turnovers.
Yeah. And I would like to see what... Sorry, go ahead.
40% on 2s, 29% on 3s, and 24 rebounds, 17 defensive rebounds.
Let's see what Coach Finch will come up with now to try to bring his team to the game, because find the energy from someone sending in Andrew Sullivan, who's younger than most of the players on this team and very energetic player. Let's see if he can make a change.
So Dexia trail by 12, 7:40 remaining in the third quarter. Sullivan gets it at the foul line, but pulls it back out. Drives into the lane, kicks it to Lensley, drives himself. Back out to Sullivan. Finds Lensley on the other side of the court, who takes a 3, no good, but the long rebound goes to Sullivan. Conlan thought about a 3. Into Ebong, who was scoreless in the first half, has 2 points in the second half. Lensley to the corner, Sullivan, and he hits it. (44-35). It's a 9-point lead for Behrens. Dexia shooting 31% on 3s. Batista on the blocks, working against Ebon. Kicks it out to Skele, will take a 3 with the back rim, no good. Sullivan with a rebound.
It's all a question if Dexia can convert these.
Cantamesa will take a quick 3 and hit it.
It's a
big shot from James Cantamesa. And it's a 6-point lead for Behrens.
Yeah, back-to-back triples, and they're back in the game. They needed to convert some transition game opportunities, and this 3-pointer by Cantamesa makes him makes it only a 6-point game.
6:27 remaining in the third quarter. 44-38 Barons. Dexia making a run here in the third quarter.
And the refs called on a technical, I think, on Alexander.
I missed it.
I'm not sure exactly what happened. We'll see once the timer is over. They need to clean the floor now next to
They're cleaning up the floor.
Baron's bench.
Next to the Baron's bench, I don't know.
I didn't do it.
It was not your own. We've established that. So no technical will be called on your own arbel.
Well, I can never know, but for now.
Looks like we're ready to get underway again. Following a James Cantamesa three-pointer.
Yeah, and he's going to shoot.
He's going to shoot the foul shots as well. And
no, that's technical. He's going to shoot two shots now. And I don't know exactly what happened, but they called it technical on Barons.
Cantamesa from Siena College, just outside Albany, the state of New York. It's the first one. And it's a 5-point game. It'll be 4 if he makes this one.
Yeah, we have a game.
44-40 Barons, 6:27 remaining, and Dexia will get the ball back as well. They're going to call a foul on our friend James Cantamesa.
That's his 4th foul. And such big
two steps forward,
break.
1 step back.
Yeah.
Or 1 step forward, 2 steps back.
Oh, it depends.
Whatever they said in the Paula Abdul song.
Yeah.
Opposites attract.
Let's hope that's the last time we mention Paula Abdul in this broadcast. Please.
Well, we can only hope, but there's so many analogies, basketball analogies with Paula Abdul.
We agreed before, I'm optimistic, so.
I got a foul on Sullivan, his second.
It could have been only a 2-point game without an offensive foul, but by Cantamesa.
Gustas gets it into Batista, sorry.
Dexia need to play big defense now to keep it only 4 points.
Hlebowicki flies in for the rebound and banks it home for 2. Heady play by Hlebowicki. Conlan comes right back the other way. No good. Ebong gets the rebound and puts it up and in. Here comes Gustas. He'll pull it out and set the offense.
With 5 minutes inside the third quarter, still no Demetrius Alexander action. He's on the bench, actually.
Batista misses the bunny, and Sullivan hits the deck, grabbing the rebound, and they're going to get a foul.
I don't see Demetrius Alexander finishing the finals game with 2 points, so at some point or another he'll come back and try to take the game on his shoulders.
Foul is on Batista, his third. 46-42 Barons lead, 5:20 remaining in the third quarter. Sullivan thought about a 3, drives into the lane. Reinking thought about a 3, does the same, loses control, goes off his leg out of bounds. It'll be Barons' ball.
Playing great defense in the paint. Every time they try to get to the rim, somebody's there to put a big body and stop him.
Barons Riga. Dexia Mons-Hainaut playing for the 2008 EuroCup Championship. Backdoor cut by Hlebowicki off to Batista, who throws it up. Rolls around, no good. Hlebowicki gets the rebound, and it goes off a Dexia player and out of bounds, and it'll be Barons' ball.
That's the second time Dexia is down by 4 with.
And Hlebowicki is very very aggressive and really flying in for some of these rebounds and doing a good job for Behrens.
Second time Dexia is down by 4 with an opportunity to take the defensive rebound, and they miss it.
And they're going to get a push on Batista, on Ebon. His second. Ben Ebon with 4 points in this game after having 24 in the semifinals, and Alexander will check in for Batista.
Yeah, only 2 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 fouls so far for Alexander.
Alexander. Turnaround by Adamitis is no good, and Dexia comes away with a rebound.
Let's see if they can convert it and make it only a 2-point game.
Reinking drives baseline, kicks it out to Lensley, thinks about it, finds Conlan, who's open for 3 on the left side.
Nope.
It's the front of the rim, no good, but Lensley gets the rebound. Reinking for 3. Back rim, no good. Adamitis with the rebound for Behrens, and they'll push it the other way.
And like 4 or 5 chances to make it only a 2-point game, and they missed each one of them. Some blood, I guess. Yeah. Bloody nose.
James Potter will check in for Dexia, placing Conlan, who may or may not be bleeding.
No, Adamitis was bleeding.
Adamitis was bleeding, I'm sorry.
Someone's coming from the bench to place him.
46-42 is the lead for Behrens. 3:56 remaining in the third quarter.
Lavchenko.
They've cut it to 4, have Dexia, but last couple trips down the floor have been unable to capitalize on stops of Behrens. Gustas finds Viakulis, who misses the 3. Potter comes in with a rebound as he just checked into the game. Sullivan on the left side. Drives in, throws it up off the glass. No good, but he'll pick up the foul and get 2 chances from the line.
If you remember a few minutes
go on
ago...
Wiki, excuse me.
No problem. A few minutes ago, Coach Finn sending Sullivan to the court, and since then Sullivan has been doing a great job, put a lot of energy in his team and attacking the rim and making things happen. Since then, Dex is back in the game.
Here comes Travis Conlan again. He doesn't miss a lot of time for this Dexia team.
Nope.
Sullivan hit the first one. He hits the second, and it's a 2-point game.
2-point game.
46-44 Behrens, 3:38 remaining.
1 possession game.
Behrens will try to answer.
Now let's see who steps up in Behrens. Who pulls them out of this. We don't see Skele on the court.
Kovchenko.
It will have to be Demetrius.
Alexander on the baseline, on the block, working against Ebon. Jump stop, puts it up, no good.
Not travel.
They'll get a travel on Demetrius Alexander. Only 2 points in this game for Demetrius Alexander, who played poorly in the first half of the semifinal on Friday, but came up big in the second half.
Yeah, but Skele is still on the bench, and he was creating so much for Behrens. Not a great shooting night, only 2 out of 11. Here he comes back. He's the one creating situations for his teammates and for himself the whole night.
Dexia could take the lead here. Or tie it. Lensley pulls up from 15.
Oh, big block.
Ball is swatted away, and Behrens come back the other way. Gustas on the baseline, leaning in, and they both hit the deck, but there's no call. Back the other way. Sullivan gets it into Ebon, working against Alexander. He drives into the lane, tries to get it back to Ebon, but it's knocked out of bounds off Demetrius Alexander, and they'll stay with Dexia.
8 points on the 8 seconds on the shot clock.
Lensley just inside the three-point line. No good, but Ebong gets the rebound and puts it back in to tie the game at 46.
Yeah, 6 points for Ebong in this quarter. We have a close final.
2:19 remaining, and we are all tied up. Skele drives into the lane. Nowhere to go. Long three-pointer from Lebowicki. Back rim, no good. Gustas tries to get the rebound, but he knocks it to Skele. Into Alexander and back to Skele, and Gustas will set up the offense from the top of the key.
Let's start a new one.
Gustas, pull-up three is good. No, it's two. Reinking corrals a long pass. Conlan will take a three from the left side. Back rim, no good, but Ebong gets the long rebound. Conlan into the lane. Throws it up, no good, but the tap-in is good from Andrew Sullivan.
It's a great
10 points for Sullivan.
Great third quarter for Sullivan.
48-48. Just over 1 minute remaining in the third quarter. Lebowicki thinks about it. Gets it off to Gustas. He drives into the lane, pulls up from 12 feet, and hits it.
Gustas is hot.
Barons back up by 2 as time winds down in the third quarter. Long three from Conlan is no good.
There's a foul on the rebound.
We got a foul. And it'll be on Armand Skele, his second.
And now Sullivan is going back to the bench. Let's see if Dexia can keep up the momentum even without him.
Potter checks in.
He changed a lot in the game.
Reinking looking for the three, but he won't get a chance.
Potter with a foul on the screen.
James Potter commits the foul, and there he is. One foul for James Potter. So Barons with a chance to extend their lead. There's only 2 points after being doubled into the first half. Skele all the way to the rim and throws it down. Impressive move by Armand Skele, and they lead by 4. They being Barons Riga. 19 seconds remaining. Reinking gets past Kravchenko, and Kravchenko commits the foul.
Since Skele came back in the game, every possession of Barons was started with a pick and roll between Alexander and then Skele, but only this time it really turned out to be a big play that allowed Skele to go all the way, dunk it.
Reinking will take his first and miss it. 52-48, 17.2 seconds left in the third quarter. Barons Riga with a lead.
Reinking is 83% free throw shooter in the season.
We would expect him to make this one. Unless the Arbel curse works, it does not.
Yeah, it worked in the first time.
Yeah, but that was before you said anything.
Yeah, I was thinking about it.
Okay. 52-49 the lead, a 3-point lead for Barons Riga as they attempt to win their first EuroCup championship. And the first for a European title for a Latvian team in a very long time. 10 seconds remaining. Skele, double team, finds Alexander. He'll take a three. No good. Long rebound goes out of bounds as the clock expires, and
we have a game.
We have 10 minutes remaining. 52-49. Barons lead Dexia Mons-Hainaut.
Only 3 points difference. And anything can happen. What we did see in the third quarter is Andrew Sullivan made a big change in Dexia. Had a lot of energy and athleticism, and at the end of the third quarter, we see Dexia up and out-rebound Barons 36-28.
10 points for Sullivan, 5 rebounds.
Yeah, he changed a lot.
Leading scorer for Dexia is Travis Conlan with 11. And leading scorer for Barons, 15 points for Gudras Gustas.
We made 2 big plays, 2 big shots to keep Barons on top deep in the third quarter, and it was already a 12-point game, and then it was back to tie, and now it's
this so far the highlight of the game, the dunk nice by Skele. Drives the lane,
very nice,
finds the middle wide open and throws it down.
Yeah, so far he's with 8.6 assists and 5 rebounds. You don't need much more from your player in these games.
Only one team can go home happy and satisfied. And
well, we will go happy and satisfied.
But only one team. Well, we are a team.
No,
we are. I like to say that we're a team.
Of course.
It could be either of these two teams, as Barons lead by just 3 as we're about to get underway in the 4th and final quarter of EuroCup 2008. The Final Four being held here in Limassol, Cyprus. The players make their way back onto the court. Demetrius Alexander and his teammates putting their hands together, trying to get fired up. Not that it takes much with a championship on the line. But Dexia will start with the ball. Looking for an open shot. Reinking leans in from 10 feet, no good. But they'll get a foul.
Yeah, but we need to keep a close eye the whole quarter on Demetrius Alexander. He had only 2 points, 2 blocks, 2 rebounds, 2 turnovers in the entire first 3 quarters. And this is, you know, the deciding quarter of the season. He needs to step up or get a mark on his shoulders. You know.
So Nate Reinking is a great free throw shooter. Hits the first of his 2, as obviously I don't have the same powers of persuasion that Mr. Arbel has.
Takes years of practice.
Second one is up and good, and it's a 1-point game. 9:44 remaining in the 4th quarter. 52-51 is the lead. Is the score, a 1-point lead for Barons. And whatever gas is left in the tank for Dexia. Alexander will take a 15-footer along the baseline, no good. But Skele tips up the rebound, gets it back and puts it in. A great play by Armand Skele.
Wow. Now Dexia will have to find their player to step up in the last quarter and make things happen.
Reinking for 3. No good, but the rebound by Sullivan, who puts it up, is partially blocked by Alexander. Everybody hits the floor. It's back to Reinking. Lensley will take a 3 from the left side and hit it! And the game is tied at 54. Michael Lensley.
Yeah, we said before that they need his points, and he's already up to 8 points. They'll need him in his double digits.
Big Skele is blocked.
Big block by Lensley.
Travel. He is not happy.
Now we have Skele and Alexander on Barron's side, then we have Sullivan on Dexia's side. Let's see who's going to join Sullivan. And if it's going to be Lensley, that's very good news for Dexia.
This is a Dexia team that was no stranger to close games. And they'll need that experience here, as it's all tied at 54 with 8:30 remaining in the 4th quarter. A EuroCup championship on the line. Reinking swivels in the paint, throws it up, no good. Bears into the rebound as Barons come back the other way. Gustas finds Skele. They're going to get a block on Reinking. That's his 4th foul.
Yeah, it's been a while since he last made a foul. If you remember, it's the 3rd foul early in the 1st quarter.
Ardemitis at the top of the key, working against Conlan. He drives into the lane, looking for somebody in the paint, but can't find anyone. And Berezin tries to save it out of bounds and nearly takes out our photographer, Elio Castoria.
He survived all things with that.
Who's survived.
He's a survivor.
Closer scrapes than that.
Exactly. Oh, Dexia can take the lead now. Been a while. I don't think they had the lead at any point in the game.
Ebong at the top of the key. He has been quiet this game after a big semifinal. Conlan looks for him inside on the blocks. He puts it up and in, and Dexia take a 2-point lead, 56-54, 7:40 remaining in the fourth and final quarter of EuroCup 2008.
Ball will go to Alexander now.
Xander on the blocks. Tries a spin move on Ebong, and it goes off his leg and out of bounds, and it'll be Dexia ball.
Ebong with a big basket on one hand, then big defense on Alexander on the other hand. And Alexander is going to the bench.
So Dexia will try to build on their 2-point lead. Sullivan at the top of the key. Reinking looks for Ebong inside. Sullivan will take a three from the left side, no good. He hit the deck there, I think, hoping for a foul, but the ref wasn't having it. And Gustas just went down, slipped and went down, and may have torn something. And I think I know what it is, and it's not good. Anybody who's suffered one of those injuries knows how painful it is.
It is.
And it often happens when you slip and just pull the muscle. But he looks like he's going to try to stay on the court. I'm okay, he says. 7:03 remaining in the fourth final quarter of this EuroCup 2008 championship game between Barons Riga and Dexia Mons-Hainaut, the club from Belgium, with a 2-point lead.
You know, not the greatest game on both teams, but they fight and they show great spirit, and both coaches tried many lineups during the game, and I think this is the lineup that they will go to with until the final buzzer, more or less.
The twisted Adomaitis in the corner. He tries a three, no good. Ball batted around, and Barons controls.
Barons need to score now to show they can take the game back on their side.
And after some tips inside, it goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Barons.
You know, you don't want to allow Dexia a chance to take over the game now.
Viakulis working against Reinking. To Skele, he'll take a three from the right side. Back rim, no good. Reinking with a rebound.
That's his fifth miss from the three-point line today. 0-5.
A 2-point lead for Dexia, 6:15 remaining in the game. Reinking drives baseline, pulls up from 10 feet and hits it. 58-54. And Dexia have come all the way back from a double-digit deficit in the first half and into the third quarter.
13 points for Reinking. And 6 rebounds.
Reinking playing with 4 fouls.
Yeah.
Barons loses control. It's saved to Conlan. He gets it to Ebong. And Dexia have a chance to extend their lead. They're going to towel the ball off. Here is some perspiration on it.
Did you know that Reinking is the shortest player in this Final Four?
I did know that because I read your wonderful column this afternoon on FIBAEurope.com.
Oh, you're the one.
I'm the one,
You're
yes.
the one, okay.
5:31 left. 58-54 Dexia. Little Nate Reinking.
He's the shortest, but he has 6 rebounds.
Guarded by Skele.
Shot clock violation.
And a shot clock violation on Dexia. And the ball will go back to Barons with 5:19 remaining. Berezin's, Diakulis gets to Berezin's. Top of the key three, no good. Long rebound goes to Lensley. He runs into his own man, but keeps control and will set up the offense for Dexia.
We're into the last 5 minutes of the season.
Lensley drives into the lane. Finds Cantamesa. It goes out of bounds. It will stay with Dexia. James Cantamesa, whose name we haven't called in a while. 8 points. 1 of 3 from 2, 1 of 3 from 3, 3 of 4 from the line. Lensley will take a 3, front rim no good. Ebong almost gets the rebound, but it's knocked away. Fighting for it on the floor. Cantamesa in the corner. He'll take a 3. Questionable shot selection there from James Cantamesa. Didn't really need to take a shot that quickly. Back the other way, and Diakulis is fouled on the 15-footer, and he'll go to the line. Foul was on Ebong. Hits the first one. If he hits the second, it's a 2-point game. He misses it. Rebound batted around, and Barron's control. They could tie it with a 3. Skele into the lane. Throws it up off the glass and in. It's a 1-point lead. A 1-point game. Dexia with a lead. 58-57. Reinking on the left side. Gets it to Cantamesa at the top. Conlan against Gustas into the lane. Tries to find Ebong, but it's knocked out of bounds by a Barron's player, and it'll remain with Dexia.
And Sullivan is about to come back for the last 4 minutes of the game.
Andrew Sullivan has played some big minutes.
He's the one behind the comeback of Dexia to the game. Only 1 second on the shot clock. Whoa.
Andrew Sullivan, a lob pass, and he almost tips it in. But Barron's come away with a rebound. It's a 1-point game. 58-57 Dexia. Diakulis working against Reinking. It's picked up by Ebong, who commits the foul, and it's been a
number 4.
Rough night for Ben Ebong, at least compared to the semifinals on Friday.
Yeah, but he's playing good second half so far.
3:31 remaining. It's a 1-point lead for Dexia Mons-Hainaut. The winner is the EuroCup champion 2008.
Showing a very nice list.
Wiki inside to Alexander. Turnaround from 10 feet is good. Demetrius Alexander with a big shot for Barron.
Pulls down his bench.
59-58 is the lead for the team from Latvia. Conlan into the lane. Kicks it out. Lensley goes around Gustas and picks up the foul.
And that's number 4 on Gustas. We have Reinking and Ebong in Dexia with 4 fouls, and Gustas in Barron's with 4.
Almost lost it there, but they get it back, and Conlan will set it up again from the top. It's a screen by Ebong. Finds Sullivan, drives into the lane. And muscles it up and almost in, but it bounces out, and Alexander gets the rebound.
Yeah.
Gustas into the lane, has it stripped, but they're going to call a foul. And it's going to be on. Is it on Reinking? It is.
5th foul.
So Nate Reinking will take a seat.
Yeah. It's the end of the season for him. That's his 5th foul.
So we'll see him at Eurobasket 2009 qualifying.
Of course.
He plays for England, or Great Britain, excuse me. Armand Skele at the top of the key operating. He wants to do something with it here, but he finds Slebowicki, who will take a 3. Rims out, no good. Alexander with a big rebound, and thought they might call a jump ball there, but they'll get the foul on Ben Ebong, who
stepping
will
out.
take a seat.
Alexander really
The second Dexia player inside of a minute to foul out of the game.
Ebong now. Okay. Alexander is cheering his teammates. He's trying to show he's in control of the game, and since he came back 2.5 minutes ago, he's really showing whatever he got. Put his team back on top. He made a great play on defense, took the rebound, he took an offensive rebound. I guess he'll get some points from the line too.
Demetrius Alexander, who had a big second half for Barons in the semifinal win over Tartu, will shoot 2 from the line. The first one is no good.
Yeah, I'll jinx it again.
And your own again. With a jinx. Second one from Alexander is good. And it's a 2-point lead for Barons. Coming up on 2 minutes remaining in the 4th and final quarter of EuroCup 2008.
Sullivan.
Dexia can tie it or take the lead with a 3-pointer.
Gonna be down between Conlan and Lindsay.
Cantamesa will take a long 3. Front rim no good. And Barons control the rebound. Not sure why James Cantamesa felt he had to take that shot. He had about 8 seconds left in the shot clock, but 60-58, and they need a stop here. Adamitis flips it back to Gustas from 15 feet, and he hits it. Giedris Gustas with a big jumper for Barons. It puts them up 4. 62-58. Just 1 minute and 21 seconds remaining in EuroCup 2008.
Well, there are only 81 seconds left in the season unless there's an overtime, but try to look at Demetrius Alexander in every possession, defense, offense, from the first second to the last second. He runs the show. He calls everything. He's like a point guard for the team, or like, let's say, the coach on the floor. Right now, Dexia will try to find the big guy to step up for them. It's going to be either Conlan, I guess, or Cantamesa that is not afraid to take the big shots.
Dexia shooting 7 of 26 on threes tonight. So it's not been a good night from behind the 3-point line for the Belgians.
No, but then they're not shooting much better from inside the arc. Only 13 out of 34. Let's go over the foul trouble. Yeah, we have Cantamesa with 4, and we have Gustas with 4. After 2.
Ebong and Reinking have already fouled out.
Yeah.
For Dexia.
Yeah.
Who have the ball, trailing by 4 with 1:19 remaining in the 4th quarter.
And Huggins is on the floor.
And he's working on the block against Alexander. Finds Sullivan.
Age 40.5.
Back to Huggins. Fall away jumper, no good, and Barons come away with a rebound. .55 seconds remaining, and it's a 4-point lead for Barons.
Yeah, Skele with his 7th rebound of the night.
4th foul on Travis Conlan. And Dexia need to hit some shots here. Kind of tough to ask Huggins to come in and take a big shot like that after he really hasn't played much this game.
Yeah.
Just under 4 minutes.
Skele shows he really knows.
Skele hits the first of his, and 63-58 Barons. Second one is no good, but they'll get a, was that a lane violation? Did anyone see?
Probably.
So it's a 5-point lead for Barons, and Dexia desperately need a basket here, and they'll get a foul. And it'll be on Skele, his third. They have some to give, so
now is the time.
Here's Lensley. Sullivan. Conlan. Drives in the lane, throws up a prayer, no good, gets his own rebound. And it'll stay with Dexia. Oh, a foul on Michael Chlebowicki. Once again, Dexia will have it to inbound. Lensley inbounds to Potter. Back to Lensley. Finds Conlan. He'll take a long three. Ooh. No good. And the rebound gets away and will be out of bounds off of Barons. So Dexia will get another chance with 34.2 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. They trail by 5.
Yeah,
and the three-point shooting has just been...
Yeah, but they'll have to foul now because they don't have a lot of time. They cannot allow Barons to run the clock. Let's see who's a good... You don't want to foul Gustas. He's a very good free throw shooter. Idomaitis, if I'm not wrong, is pretty good. Let's see, Alexander is 84% from the free throw this season. Idomaitis is 89. Gustas is 93.
There are 34.2 seconds left in EuroCup 2008.
Oh.
And if Barons Riga can hold on to this 5-point lead, they will be EuroCup champions.
Yeah, but let's see Skele. Skele is a 56% free throw shooter. If they foul him, he'll have to step up.
Before we get to that, I believe Dexia have the ball still.
That's true.
And they're hoping to reverse what has been a really tough night for them from behind the three-point line. They're shooting 26%.
They need a quick basket no matter what.
Sullivan lays it up and in. And it's a 3-point lead for Barons. Play has stopped.
Another timeout.
There's a timeout. 63-60 Barons. Barons charged with the timeout. 32.6 seconds remaining.
Yeah, they have two options. They can go for...
you don't need to foul because you...
Yeah, you have 8 seconds, but if they score in that possession, you're dead. You know? If you let them play 24 seconds and they score, you're dead. So you can go for that, but personally I would foul in Skele, and the very bad free throw shooter, and try to make him, see if he can do it.
I would not foul Skele. I know he's not a great free throw shooter. He just seems like the kind of guy who hits shots in important situations regardless of his percentages.
Well, let's hope for him.
.6 seconds remaining in EuroCup 2008, and it's a 3-point lead for Barons, who have the ball. And we'll see what Dexia decide to do here. It looks like they're just going to play some defense and see what happens. They're an excellent defensive team, so Gustas working against Conlan. Dribbles to his right. Finds Skele. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Long three from Skele is no good. And the rebound to Dexia. 5 seconds left. Conlan,
they need to foul.
2 seconds. He throws it up. No good.
Yeah, so he's going to shoot only 2 now.
And he is fouled So he will go to the line to shoot 2.
There's only 2 seconds on the clock.
And there's only 2 seconds left in the clock.
5th foul by Gustas, I guess.
And Conlan tried to throw it up in desperation, maybe hoping for a
yeah, but left to
it's going to be called for a shooting foul, but
to make the first and miss the second.
Always a tough proposition. First one from Conlan is up and good.
Now it's down to Cantamessa and Sullivan. It's to miss it, and they need to take the offensive rebound and tie the game.
2 seconds left. Conlan with his second from the line. It is up and good. So he hits both.
That's not
with 2 seconds left. Dexia trail by 1. I guess hoping they can get a quick foul.
And even then, you know, if they get a quick foul and they miss the second shot, they have 2 seconds to cross the whole floor. Even if they miss it before time runs out. You know?
I know.
You know.
2 seconds remaining. 63-62, Barons lead. And Coach Chris Finch trying to come up with a plan here as Dexia trailed by double digits in the first half and in the third quarter, came all the way back and led for a good portion of this fourth quarter, but now they trail by 1 with 2 seconds remaining. And they will have to try to get a very quick foul on Barons and then get off some sort of miracle shot. Barons will inbound it at half court. And they can't let anybody get away from him here. The inbound goes to Skele, who dribbles away from Sullivan. Time runs out, and Barons are EuroCup champions in 2008.